has just hung in ninth. Will Brown is there. Brodie Kostecki knocks them all off with a 4:03. 6 1,000s faster than Feeny. Unbelievable. Downhill, Percat.
Macca's out. Randall is 10th. The margin
is now closed.
is 6/10,000ths of a second. Kostecki coming good at the moment when it matters.
The top 10 down to Randall is separated by 0.2 of a second. That's the closest top 10 we've ever seen by a mile.
Seriously.
That is unbelievable.
That's just crazy, off the scale competitive 10. But what about Brodie and the approach to the way in which he goes racing at the Repco Bathurst 1000? Thinking about it, stalking up to the problem through practice, buried down the order, making sure the car's right. And when he pulls the trigger and gets it done at the end for the Shell V-Power Racing team, he gets it done by 0.006 over Brock Feeney, who's been the maestro of qualifying this year.
Unbelievable.
That was such an epic session, an incredible performance. What was the moment like when you knew you got it?
Oh, to be honest, that was a tough slog, that one. I wasn't really too sure how good we were, but we're just making small adjustments to the car, and that's typical Bush fashion, right at the death of dawn. So really stoked for everyone at Shell V-Power Racing, but you get the pole check tomorrow, so we've put ourselves in a really good spot for the shootout. Hopefully lots of clouds will come and help us out.
You continued to improve the car, but you also continued to improve your driving throughout the course of that. Where would you rate that lap for you? Was that as good as you can do right now?
That was probably one of the best laps of my career, to be honest. So it's we haven't really worked on the car on quali trim that much. It feels pretty stable in race trim, but it's been a little bit evil in qualifying, to be honest. But Todd's done a fantastic job in all his practice sessions. But we'll get stuck into some race runs tomorrow before the shootout, and I'm feeling pretty excited about the race on Sunday.
How did the intensity build through that session, and what information were you getting from the pit crew here around the way that the lap times were just getting faster and faster?
Yeah, George was keeping me up to date with where I was losing some time, and I was losing the most on the straight, so really no surprise there. And so I was just really having to really just focus on what I could control and just do the best lap possible. So stoked for everyone here at Shell V-Power Racing today, and hopefully we're in a good spot for tomorrow.
Hey, check these margins out. So the top 5 cars is 0.097, right? So 97 1,000ths of a second. That turns into 29 centimetres. That margin between first and fifth is 29 centimetres on the racetrack. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's incredible. Luckily I shut the vents for my qualifying lap. But it's incredibly close here this weekend, and it's the closest it's ever been, it feels like. So yeah, I'm just feel really privileged to be driving here for this team, and it's great to have DJ in the garage this weekend. He's always got wise words right at the right moment, so it's always great having him here.
Tell me what it means to be able to come back and put in a similar performance to last year. Totally different team, totally different car. To have transplanted yourself here at Shell V-Power Racing and to really pick up where you left off. Yep. Just how tough is it to do that?
Yeah, it is quite tough. It's so competitive in this category, and I truly believe we have the most competitive category in the world. So it's been a bit of a slog this year, trying to get a little bit more consistent, get a bit more speed out of the Shell V-Power Mustang. But it's just a big credit to everyone here at the track, from the team and also back in the workshop too. So thank you for the ones that are watching at home. And we've been working our backsides off, and it showed at the bend when we had really good car pace. And I've got the best co-driver out there in the grid. So hopefully we're just going to get through each day. We've checked another box, so we've got through Friday, got to get through Saturday, and just make it to Sunday.
I love the way you went about that, because one of the things in terms of strategy, you put the fresh tyre on straight away. Your first run was about 6/10 of a second faster than everybody, because you didn't have to go and do another used tyre run to validate whatever change you made. So the rapport with George is just extraordinary at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. You don't really get too many shootout sims as well, so that's a shootout sim for us, and I need to get a good read on how to get the tyres into the window, and these tyres are so finicky. So we're still learning on the fly, and tyre pressures are flying all over the place, and we're just sort of trying to do the best job we can with what we got. So I like I said, that's probably one of the best laps I've ever done around here, and hopefully the others don't have too much margin left.
Jeff, always great to hear from you. Tell us, now we've got you. That was close. It was a strong day out on the track for a number of the drivers, but tell us who came out on top and what dramatic fashion it was.
Yeah, so Brodie Kostecki, the reigning champion, has absolutely put down the marker. With a blistering lap here, he's broken his Gen 3 qualifying lap record that he set last year with a 2:04.0307. For the diehard fans out there, they'll know that's a pretty quick time. Remarkably, Sam, that was just 0.006 of a second quicker than Brock Feeney. That's how tight it was at the top. In fact, just 0.2 seconds separates first to 10th. A remarkable qualifying session of 40 minutes. It was gripping racing. We had Cooper Murray in just his second year here on the mountain. He was in the top spot there for a while, and then it just chopped and changed. Anton De Pasquale in the DeWalt racing car that was at the engineers were up until 7 a.m. this morning getting that ready after that crash yesterday. He was up there at the top at one point during that session as well. So in the end, it's Kostecki, Feeney, Wood, De Pasquale, Murray, Mostert, Waters, Hill, Percat, and Randall. They will take place in tomorrow's top 10 shootout. Some big names to miss out though. Will Brown, who is certainly one of the favourites going into this weekend, he misses out, and James Golding as well. He certainly had a bit of pace here at some point. So for Brodie Kostecki, he'll be the last out in tomorrow's top 10 shootout. He's vying to join Alan Moffat and Peter Brock as drivers that have won 3 consecutive pole positions here on Mount Panorama. So they're in pretty good form. Him and co-driver Todd Hazelwood, they obviously won Bathurst last year. They won the Bend a few weeks ago as well, so they come in pretty good form. And last thing to add on this too, Sam, the remarkable thing about this team this year is that they've changed teams and they've changed car as well. So last year they won with Erebus Motorsport in the Camaro. This year they're at Dick Johnson Racing in a Ford Mustang. Pretty impressive stuff. No one's won Bathurst back-to-back with 2 different manufacturers since Steve Richards in 98-99. There's plenty of stats to keep you going, Sam. Plenty happening here. Such a tight qualifying session.
I love Bathurst weekend. I love all the action. Love when it's close as well. And it sounds like this year's edition isn't disappointing with history on the line as well. Thanks for the stats. Thanks for the update. And we'll get back in touch with you across the weekend. Jeff Smith there.